Okay, we're going to call to order the Troy Industrial Development Authority board meeting. It is February 21st, 2025, 10:19 a.m. We're going to start with, we're going to open the floor for a public hearing for the, for project 3945 Congress Street with RDC Troy Holdings. The notice of public hearing describing the project was published in the Troy Record. A copy is in this folder. We are going to start with anyone that's present online or in the room that would like to speak. If you would like to, please introduce yourself and state just your name and where you live. And the floor is open for whoever attending would like to say anything. I don't think there's anyone online. Okay. Well, we've been waiting here for 20 minutes, so I'm going to end this one now, because normally we try to wait for people to come in, but we've been here a while. No one can speak. We will conclude the public hearing portion of the meeting, and we will move into the approval of the minutes from the January 17th meeting, which we just make sure the five of us were all here for that, right? Yeah. Do we have a motion of any questions or comments for the minutes, or a motion to approve? Yeah. We can push it to the next meeting too, if you guys want to see it in front of you, unless someone wants to push to approve it.
I did read them, but...
Yeah.
I read them yesterday. I'll make the motion to approve. I read them yesterday.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, but we have a few absences. On to the Executive Director's Report with Randy.
Okay, I don't really have anything to report other than the old business, which is to talk about the resolution for 3945 Congress, and then also just to reiterate that we're going to need to go into executive session after we get through the agenda to go over an issue where we need the advice of counsel, and then we'll have to come out of executive session to then adjourn the meeting.
On to new business, which we don't have any for this meeting, right? So skip right to old business. We have a project authorizing resolution for the 3945 Congress Street with RDC Troy Holdings, LLC, and we have some folks here that are going to present on it quickly for us, and then we can open it for discussion.
Good morning. My name is Joe Pernicero. I'm here with the applicant RDC Troy Holdings, which is just entity owned by Redburn Development. I was here at your December meeting, introduced the project. Been working with Randy over the last couple months, as well as pushing other aspects of the project forward. I did have a brief presentation just to remind you about the project. Saw most of this last time. We can go through it quickly.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Map of the project again, it's on Congress Street right across from Stage Park. Go ahead. Previous Russell Stage dorm. It's been used as that up until the end of last school year. So the building's been sitting, used vacant quotation marks since June. They still have a lot of stuff in the building and we're maintaining it, which they're doing a great job of. A little background on Redburn, which you may or may not know, but our office is right down the street here on River Street. We've done quite a few projects in the city over the last 10 years. And, this is another one kind of right up our alley. Go ahead. This project basically takes the upper floors, which are all existing dormitories, and combines them into one-bedroom apartments. So full sprinkler system going in the building, new roof. The lower level they were using as class and office space, so that's more of a traditional construction of apartments. Then there'll be fitness center, game room on a small roof deck. Pictures on the next slide.
Sorry.
Here's the building. Those are the sides of the building. One on the left is looking south at the street. Photo on the right is on Fear Alley towards Sage Park. And just a couple updates for you. Since the last time I was here, we received planning board approval on January 21st. That was conditioned upon receiving a small area variance from the zoning board. We did receive that area variance at the February 5th zoning board meeting. We are putting the final touches on the part 2 with the SHPO, and we expect that to go down to MPS very soon. That'll probably be the last hurdle for us here after the IDA. And then hopefully submitting for our building permit here in the next week or so, and we will be ready to roll probably by the end of March. Happy to answer any questions the board may have. There.
The construction loan, are you getting the construction finances the same as the permanent financing, same bank?
Yes, most likely, yes. So we'll probably have an extended construction period and then, hopefully refi with an agency.
What's the construction period, do you think?
Probably be 5 years. Sorry, it'll be a 5-year loan. Within that period, you have to refinance with a permanent.
Oh, okay.
And that's KeyBank. We've done lots of business with.
When was the application submitted?
Originally,
Yes,
the beginning of December,
beginning of December.
end of November, maybe. I'd have to double check.
The financing, that application, that's what I'm.
Oh, to the bank?
Yes,
Again, similar time frame. I think once we got everything kind of, all of our assumptions and due diligence done, so towards the end of last year, and we recently signed a term sheet with KeyBank. Now we're working through the due diligence process with them.
I was just wondering, because I did see the article in the Albany Business Review where it didn't indicate that the IDA assistance was needed. It said we may go to the IDA for assistance, but you were already under contract to purchase the building, so I'm trying to
The business review article about this project said we may go to the IDA.
You may go to the IDA.
I can only assume, I don't give the quotes to the IDA, I can only assume that was because maybe we hadn't made the official application yet. But, I mean, we definitely would not be moving forward with this project without your assistance.
And the application for the IDA said that you could not move forward without the assistance.
That's correct.
Can you back up a minute? You said the construction loan's for 5 years?
It's a 5-year term. Can I pull it up and check for you?
Yeah.
Is there
30 months. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yep.
5 years is a long time for
Yeah,
a construction
I
loan.
agree.
Okay. And it's fixed rate, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That back as well. It is SOFR plus 235.
Okay.
That was in the document shared with Randy, I believe, that all those loan terms.
Well, I've looked at this enough, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this agreement, it's something that I've discussed with Joe, I've discussed with Finance Committee members. We went back and forth on a couple of different proposals and ended up with this proposal, which is to be a fixed pilot payment based upon a per unit cost for the pilot, 15-year pilot. And as you can see, with the total payments would be almost $712,000 over the next 15 years. This is property that's not currently on the tax rolls, so that this is good for the city of Troy. This is good for the developer, and yes, I would just say I urge support for it.
If no more questions, don't feel rushed, but if no more questions, do we have a motion to approve so we can get this past this phase and into the next meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Stephanie, is there a second?
I'll second.
Gilbert,
Yeah.
all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Nope. Do we just have a few absences? Okay,
Thank you to the board.
authorizing resolution passes. We will see you. Yes. Did they come back? No. Yeah, that's it. What am I saying? It feels so weird without this more people here. Sorry, but it feels.
Yeah, you had a lot of work with Justin.
Yeah. On to conclude all business, on to financial snap. Back of your packet.
As of January 31st, we have total assets of $1,345,692, with $1,264,600 sat in cash. And total liabilities of $469,736, which left us with a fund balance of $885,917. There's no significant changes to the financial position.
Okay, can I ask you a question? What are the payables for?
The majority of that is pilots that we received in January that we did not remit it until this month. And then,
Oh, they were late?
no, they paid in January, they're due February.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
And then the accounts payable is the management fee to the city, which was also paid in February.
Okay. And that was like 100, is that?
120.
Or the $125,000.
Okay, all right.
Lastly, we have the statement of activity. For the month of January, we had a surplus of $31,308. Most significant source of revenue is the administration fee for 155 River Street project, and the largest expense was the assessment fee for Congress Street development project.
Thank you, Matt.
I got a question for you. There's 900,000 in here. What happens with that?
I don't like that question. What 900,000 are we talking about?
Just cash and time deposits? I mean, what do we, I'm just asking, like, what?
That account is the account that we put all of our deposits in, and the smaller cash account is what we pay out of. So a lot of the money that's sitting in cash time deposits, there is an interest rate. So we're gaining a little bit of interest. I think it's 4-point-something% per year on that. But it usually just kind of sits there until we need to spend it.
I guess my question is, can we put it in CDs instead of just having it with a better interest rate instead? I mean, that's a lot of money to just be sitting in an account for, I don't know what you're getting, 2%, whatever.
Yeah, I believe that was something we discussed in the past, but.
Like splitting it, right?
Yeah, splitting it up, yeah, yeah.
Never pulled the trigger on it.
Is that something we would request you to research and bring back to the next meeting for approval, or is that on us? Just getting
Not sure.
an idea of what rates.
Happy to help, but I don't know what the rates would be.
I mean, I'm talking like short-term CDs, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, 6 months, something, I don't know, but that's a lot of money to be sitting in
And
Pioneer.
that did, yeah, we had, like, that is something that we brought up a while ago and didn't do anything about. I'd like to see
Yeah.
it, at least if there's a
I mean, does that,
responsible split to do that with.
is that 900,000, is it pretty steadily at that amount, or does it do a lot of this?
Recently, it's been at that because we've had a lot of, administration fees come in. It has dipped in the past when we didn't have as many project closings. I guess it depends on future projects that are coming in,
So what's the money used for? I guess that's my,
just operational.
oh, really? Okay, okay. So do we have anything major operational coming up, or?
I mean, we'll have another, 125-ish thousand at the end of the year for management fees, but that's the only.
But that's pretty much it, then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to put something, yeah. That's a lot of money to be sitting in basically a savings account.
And we
yeah.
keep bringing it up, and, like,
Yeah.
this isn't the first time you
All
guys,
right, so
it's
you
been
guys
mentioned.
brought it up before, and.
Yeah.
Justin
Yeah.
had recommended a certain amount staying there in
That-
case
yeah,
we needed
yeah.
it, but I don't remember what the percentage was.
I mean, if you could kind of give us a sense of kind of cash flows,
Yeah.
then that will help inform a decision as to how much of this to take and put into a better investment.
Yeah, I know
in
we've
the
brought,
term.
Yeah.
I know
you
we've
know.
brought someone in the past and didn't work out the way we all thought it was going to, so.
I mean, but it's been at pretty high, it's been at that level for a while, I mean,
Yeah, we've been getting like 3,000 a month for in interest.
and
for-
it, yeah, but we
like
could do
years,
better
seems
than
like.
that, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money, man.
Is that something you RFP for?
I'm not sure. That's a good question, because we did have the bank come in and just kind of talk to us. That's as much as I can really say happened, and in my memory, and
Well, we kind of forced their hand, too.
yeah, and we should answer these questions before the next meeting, right? Like, let's figure out, do we need, if we're going to move something into a CD or any other account, do we need an RFP for that? Or, what the process would be, and if it would be helpful to know, Matt, if you can just confirm, like, what our current rate is right now that we're getting on that account. Is it just like a high yield savings account? Something like
I
that,
think
yeah.
it's like somewhere in the fours per year.
Yeah, and they don't offer CDs, so that was the thing, you had to go shop around to find.
Right.
Yeah, so, but I know there's commercial banks out there that'll give, you know,
But then we were limited to, you know, what institution we could use because of the structure.
Yeah,
Right. But, you can't use, credit union. Statute prohibits, putting
yeah.
deposits.
But you can
in a
use like
credit
Bank of America or
union.
something.
But, yeah, any national
Yeah.
association
Yeah.
bank, you can.
that'd be helpful if you, relay that back to Justin, just to get an idea, like in combination with that, what the responsible amount that we should hold in there in cash, and then what we can reinvest. Could help offset a lot of the, I mean, it already is offsetting a lot more of our administration fees than it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, before we were getting like 500 a month or something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, put like 500,000 in a CD or something, that would still leave you for 412 sitting there, you know.
Yeah, I think everyone on the board's gonna like to see something like that done this year would be
Yeah.
great. I mean, sooner than later, but, we
Every month I'm looking at this, I'm like, we could be doing better.
other than that, though, I don't think there's any other questions for the finances, or motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
In a second,
A second.
all in favor?
Aye.
No opposed, and we're not technically adjourned. We're gonna go into executive session. Are you here for the
No, but Sharon, you can stay. Sure. Yeah, you're a city employee, but Matt, we're gonna ask that just be the board members.
And
Yes.
mute that. We are, there's a on the table to go into executive session. Do we have a motion?
Executive session on advice.
Yeah, and
On
the
advice of-
basis is to receive advice of counsel.
With Bob. Great.
And so, yeah, we need a motion going.
I'll make the motion, go.
Executive
Right,
director, I can't vote.
okay. And,
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now we can mute it, sorry. And executive session has been concluded. We are, no action was taken. Now we have adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn the IDA, board meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. On to, think I keep going with this recording? Okay. On to the Troy CRC, Board of Directors meeting. It is February 21st, 2025. We are going to push the minutes, and the statement of financial positions possibly to next meeting because we have to get Stephanie out of here. So we're gonna start with Executive Director's report or straight to new business?
Straight to new business.
Straight to new business. So we first have the Troy City Council Neighborhood Improvement Program funding request. If you would be so kind to update us to that, Randy or Janae.
Danae's gonna have to update on that.
Each year, the city council runs a neighborhood improvement program. They've asked us in the past for an amount to match what the city council puts up. And they didn't do it last year, but they, I think because there were so many changes last year, so they're coming back to ask us for, in the letter, I think it was 10,000 towards their program.
And this was one of the items that we had talked about when we talked about like limiting the budget for the year. This was one, it was this, right?
This is 22,700.
That's their last year's budget. Yeah, so that's their full amount. They didn't ask us for 10,000 last year. Usually we give 10 and city council does 10.
Okay.
So I asked them for some kind of a breakdown of how they use the funds each year because we usually don't see that. And they were able to give us the one from last year. There's no city council people here to talk about it, so.
But just to clarify, the funding request is for 10,000.
I think so. The letter should say in the packet. You guys, we didn't even get the agenda. Sorry.
Maybe we should table this until
Yeah, we can.
Ryan or Sue.
Do they?
That's fine.
More in-depth presentation.
Are they under any time constraint? You know.
I'm sorry, I don't really know much about the program itself.
I'm fine with,
Usually there's a city council person here to talk about it.
yeah, I'm fine with tabling if it doesn't appear there's a deadline, and I wasn't given that impression. But the Tech Valley Center Gravity one, is that for an event they're hosting? Or is this just the annual sponsorship?
They're looking for annual sponsorship. I wasn't sure, thought we always had to tie it to an event, but, I said in the past, we recommended annual sponsorship, their reoccurring events, and we get put on all their advertisements as a sponsor. I think in the past, we've sponsored specifically the hackathon.
Right.
But also, other years, we've just, put on as one of the sponsorship packages.
Normally we have Rebecca, comes in and does a presentation, so I think that one, if it's, knowing that it's not tied to an event, I'm fine with pushing that one to the next meeting. The city council one is Sue and Thomas. I would be fine with pushing that as well, unless it doesn't seem like anyone knows of any immediate need for this before our March meeting. So with that, I would say let's postpone these,
Okay.
so no action required. Sorry to keep you around, Stephanie, I
Okay.
I didn't know.
So you want me to make sure, so you want me to, Rebecca wasn't able to make it because she had another appointment, so you want me to make sure that they have somebody who can speak to them?
Particularly, I wanna know if there's gonna be another request for the event this year too.
I don't think so. I think they wanted to go the sponsorship route,
Okay.
and that's what they,
They should send somebody.
Yeah, let's have them bring someone in, and I'm assuming, let's say Sue will be here for the next meeting, so we'll see, or Ryan. And that's new business, no old business, and Stephanie, do you stick around for statement of financial position?
Yeah.
Okay, statement is not, now we can vote on it.
do the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
First report is the statement of financial position. As of January 31st, we had total assets of $325,090, $110,090 of that in cash. We had total liabilities of $5,134, which left us with a fund balance of $319,256. There's no significant change in the statement of financial position. And lastly, we have the statement of activity. For the month of January, we have a deficit of $3,733. The most significant source of revenue was our monthly interest income, and the largest expense is the funding for the winter farmers market mural project.
Any questions for Matt? Or is there a motion to approve?
Make the motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, just the absences. Okay, yeah, we will go back to the minutes now. Who's here? Yep, so we have enough people here. Any questions or comments for the minutes? Otherwise, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Stephanie,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
No opposed?
Mike?
And on to adjournment.
I just got, Danae, the Tech Valley Center of Gravity. I recall looking at their financials once. I just want to see if they got any outstanding debt. Make sure they don't spend this money on paying loan, repaying a loan or something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, do we normally ask for people's financials when we give them a grant?
Their financials are publicly available, because they're a 501(c)(3), right?
I'll make sure.
They file a 990.
We're gonna just ask them to come.
Yeah, well, yeah. let's-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just want to, yeah, because I remember seeing them before. So this has come up before. I remember seeing them before.
Done?
On to adjournment?
Yeah.
Who's got it?
Stephanie?
You said, but then I'll step
Oh.
in, so we technically,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.